across Britain, ordinary people are keeping a shocking secret. And their numbers are growing.
Look at this room, Nigel!
Over 1 million people now live in mountains of clutter.
It's quite good, actually. Keeps the whiff down.
That's our rat.
And when a hoard takes over...
How would you feel if you had more space?
Like I could breathe.
It can turn the lives of ordinary families upside down.
Mum, why are you not listening? Ah!
You can't live like this. I know.
But help is at hand.
This is the bathroom?
Yes.
I would have never guessed.
Psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses has been treating hoarders for the last 15 years. And he believes he can help anyone in just 6 weeks.
They're not freaks. It isn't a choice.
I just want to get out of this room before this room kills me.
There's a little hoarder in all of us. When it's out of hand, and that's what makes it different.
This week, can Jack and his mum fight years of hoarding?
This house is best described as a shithole.
So they can reclaim their home. In the sleepy Somerset village of Yatton, 55-year-old Helen Ellis and her 18-year-old son Jack find as many ways as possible to be away from their home, even if it means spending quality time at the local laundrette.
Why do you read these magazines? Why?
I like to read about real life.
Yeah.
Jack is studying travel and tourism at college. His mother, Helen, has a part-time job as a care worker. No one would suspect that behind the doors of their unassuming two-bedroom flat lies a hoard of massive proportions.
This is my lounge. As you can see, there's lots of rubbish on the floor.
At the moment, I think I'm about 1 foot off the carpet.
Helen and Jack live in layer upon layer of clutter.
Oh, my shoes.
A shithole. This house is best described as a shithole. There is no space anywhere. Every inch of the floor is covered in crap.
Well, a few old videos. I wonder what that one is. Oh, Mars Attacks. I didn't know we had that.
We've got carrier bags, bottles,
Newspapers, magazines,
toys.
shoes, old clothes.
What else? Jesus Christ.
I think that covers it, love.
But life hasn't always been this way.
An old bottle of drink.
16 years ago, Helen lost her husband to cancer, leaving her to bring up Jack alone.
I used to clean and tidy, but gradually after my husband died, it did start to go downhill. But you have to find the best way to get through it. But it's not getting very easy. It's like a mental block. I've lost the ability to tidy up.
For Jack, who's caught the hoarding habit, growing up in 8 years' worth of clutter has made life far from easy.
It's very hard to live here because of the mess, because of the smell. The last time I had someone over has to be at least 10 years ago. I think it was my 7th birthday was the last time we had someone over.
The living conditions are so challenging that Jack escapes as often as he can.
When I walk out the door, I feel free. I don't have rubbish to sort of limit what I want to do. I go to take photographs of trains. I also go at the library to study after college. I never do it at home, never. Because I can't, there's no space for me to go and do it.
While some parts of daily life are unaffected,
our clothes are washed, we are washed.
Other domestic activities are completely out of the question.
No, I don't cook in the kitchen. I may do a bacon sandwich once in a blue moon.
I miss having cooked meals from my mum because she was a very good cook. Now that it's got so bad, it's impossible.
The hoard has suffocated their living space and is so overwhelming that Helen and Jack are unable to face it head-on.
I feel a bit disgusted with myself. I feel sorry for myself. I feel useless because I've not been able to make it any better. And I try and block it out. And in blocking it out, you can't get round to doing anything about it.
It actually seems like you're trying to get over the Berlin Wall. You don't know where to start.
We need help. We don't need criticism. What we need is help.
Helen and Jack are not alone. Hoarding disorder is on the increase and due to be recognised as a separate mental health condition. But one man who believes he can help is leading psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses. He has been treating hoarders for the past 15 years and has some unusual methods of therapy.
When you clutter and you hoard, you're resistant to change. Hoarding is a mental health disorder, really. It's not because they want to live in a dirty environment or surround themselves with clutter and filth. It is an outcome of the mental health problem. So it's very important that we don't judge hoarders from what we see, but be open and try and understand who they are.
Stelios wants to put Helen and Jack back in charge of their lives in just 6 weeks.
Hopefully Stelios will be able to help us because I don't know where else to go.
And when Helen and Jack are ready, he'll send in decluttering cleaners who'll help them to reclaim their flat. The first step is to meet Helen and Jack in their home.
Every hoarder's house has a story to tell, really. The hoarder's house is a reflection of the hoarder's mind. You know, it would be interesting to see what this particular house reflects in terms of how they feel and how they think.
Helen and Jack have been too ashamed to reveal the state they have lived in. Stelios will be the first stranger they've opened their doors to in over 5 years.
It's quite a big thing to open the door and let someone in, but the way I see it, he's going to help us. So that can't be a bad thing.
Hello, Jack.
Hi.
I'm Stelios. Can I come in?
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Can I come in?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, Stelios.
Hello, Helen.
How are you?
Very good.
Stelios needs to be shown the extent of the hoard to know exactly what he'll be dealing with.
Obviously, this is the kitchen, is it?
This is the kitchen. Lovely, isn't it?
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Wow.
I used to be able to cook in
That's
here, but
pretty
not
bad,
now.
isn't it?
Yes.
We'll have to do something about this.
Yeah, OK.
Right, next room.
You go.
Right, where are we going now?
In Jack's
This is my bedroom.
This is your bedroom.
Yep. This used to be Mum's bedroom. We swapped each other's bedrooms quite a while back.
What's that there in the corner?
That's cigarette ends.
Cigarette ends?
Yes.
Whose are they? Why are they there?
I don't know, because I never emptied the ashtray.
That's not an ashtray, there's a table. The atmosphere in the flat was one of not just the smell and the stench, the filth that's inside, but also one of extreme neglect and sadness.
There's no room.
Feel free to look, but hold your breath.
Oh, yes. OK. Do you actually use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Next room?
It's my old bedroom, but Mum's new bedroom.
Oh, yes, I can smell the smoke in here.
Oh, and no, there's a new cigarette butt pile forming.
OK.
Stelios' plan is to find out exactly what triggered their hoarding.
Tell me a little bit about how you feel about living here, both of you.
I've blocked most of it out by now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still able to live here.
I never actually take in my surroundings here because look at the place. It's hard to bear.
OK. And was it different in the past than how it is now?
Yes, I've got photographs to prove it.
Yeah, they're in the
Okay.
red album next to you.
Where did that go?
It was next to you. I sat next to it. There it is.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. This is here.
Yeah.
And this lovely little boy. Is that Jack?
Yeah.
So obviously, The pictures here show that this was a lovely, warm flat.
Clean.
Clean. So
No clutter,
what
no.
happened?
Wasn't it because of stress?
Well, we had problems living around here. We started getting picked on.
Or bullied?
More intimidating. You can't walk up your path. So we used to go out every day.
But Jack thinks their hoarding may be down to more than local bullying.
This isn't what I know, this is what I think.
Sure.
I think maybe my dad dying sort of had a part to play in it.
The tip didn't start.
I think it took a few years to affect you.
So how long ago did...
Oh, 1995.
How old were you?
2.
2, yeah.
2. Do you remember him?
No.
At all? No. But you reckon also it's because of your father's death?
Well, you know, when you've lived with someone for so long and when you've loved someone for so long, when they go, it just feels like your world's breaking around you.
Despite Helen's denials, Stelios believes that she's used the hoard to bury the painful memory of her husband's death.
Helen has been depressed from the trauma that she's experienced. For hoarders, this is very important because the hoard is usually a representation of trauma, really. Basically, what she's actually saying is, I don't want to relive the trauma again. So I'm building an emotional defense, but also I'm building a physical defense.
Stelios' 6-week treatment begins with a simple exercise for Helen.
Realization is very important. I can't tell her to clean everything or to declutter everything. It's beyond her mental capacity to understand that. We're going to pick at one item, or just the one item.
Helen has decided to concentrate on just paper, as this makes up most of the hoard.
I'm not picking it up in great big clumps because there might be something here, believe it or not, that I may want. I'm going through it methodically. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but I've got to keep going. Otherwise, what's the point? Ooh, money! 20p! Oh, hello, love, how are you? Good day at college?
Yes. What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Well, Stelios gave me a task to pick up paper as much as I could, and that's what I've been doing all day.
Mum, I need a black sack.
Encouraged by his mum's efforts, Jack's keen to get involved.
Knowing that my mum's been doing it today, it makes me want to do it. But that inspiration quickly fizzles out, usually.
Keep going.
Mum, I've just found an old Virgin Trains bag.
Do you want it, dear?
Yes.
Is it clean?
No, but we can clean it.
Right, stick it on the table.
I'll just go and put it in the washing machine. Or
No,
near
not
the
now,
washing
just
machine.
put it on the table.
What table? There's no table. I don't see a table.
There's a table behind you!
Oh, it's covered in shit, so I didn't really notice it.
Timber.
Here you go, my lovely.
Thank you, dear.
For 8 years, Helen and her son Jack have been excessively filling their flat with clutter.
What, dear?
What do you want me to do with that?
Bin it.
It's now the 3rd day of their treatment to change their hoarding habits. For years, 18-year-old Jack's been mentally blocking out the piles of rubbish he's been living in. So psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses wants him to acknowledge his surroundings by taking some photos.
Therapy is about becoming in touch with what you see, and it's about correcting your distortions. And this is what we're doing now. The pictures are about reality. So it's like somebody just flicking the light switch and seeing now what's always been there.
It feels all right taking photos, but my camera has always documented my life outside this house. You know, photos of trains and architecture, landscape, stuff like that. And it feels quite horrid, actually, to have photos of the house on it, because it brings my mind back to how we live. It looks so different when you're taking photos of it. When you come into this room, your mind tends to block it out, but I always pay attention to photos. It becomes more of a reality.
It's the 2nd week of Helen's treatment, and she's come to Stelios' clinic in Birmingham for a therapy session.
Morning, Helen.
With 15 years' worth of experience working alongside hoarders, Stelios has clear views on how to treat them.
What we do in this clinic is look at the cause, which in most cases of compulsive hoarders is a traumatic event. That is the cause. Hoarding is the disorder, and clutter is the symptom. So clearing somebody's house is not going to resolve the problem until they have resolved and cleared the trauma. Have a seat.
Okay.
Stelios believes that the cause of Helen's trauma was the death of her husband Barry 16 years ago.
Okay, let's talk about what was going through your mind when Barry died, you know, and you being left alone with Jack. What were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
Well, when somebody passes away, although you know they're going to go because you've been told they're terminally ill,
yeah,
you still don't really think it's real.
So you're in a bit of a denial, maybe?
I know he died, we'd buried him, but I didn't want to. You always got this hope they might come back. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
I think that's very common for people to feel that when somebody close to them dies, they think, oh, you know, they've gone for a trip.
Especially when they're young as well.
Yeah, he was in his 30s, wasn't it?
33.
33, yeah.
Same age as when Jesus died.
I thought that. I don't know why I thought that as well when you said it. This lady's had a lot of loss, and we saw this classic defense of using humor to ease the pain. And really for a reason, and the reason is, you know, she doesn't want to get hurt again. So it's a good start, and with hoarders, you know, just a little start is a great start in terms of their own makeup, really.
"200 miles away, nestling on the edge of the Pennine Moors, lies the former mill town of Blackburn, home to another hoarder that Stelios is helping.
Somewhere in here I've lost a coat. And I know it's in the house somewhere, and I think it's on there.
Single mother of 4, Yvonne, can't bring herself to get rid of anything from her children's childhoods, even though 3 of them are now in their 20s.
This toy truck was my Sam's. Probably about 20 years old, but he loved it and I can't get rid. You just love your babies forever, don't you? You just don't want them to grow old. This was my Nadia's when she was about 4 or 5 years old. And again, I can't get rid of it, I love it. All my thoughts are with them. I just treasure everything about my children, yeah.
9-year-old daughter Jasmine still lives at home and is beginning to suffer the effects of her mother's hoarding.
Nicely undo them, couldn't you? In the house, I'm a bit squashed.
How would you feel if you had more space?
Like I could breathe.
What would you do in it that you don't do in it now?
Play games on the floor.
Big sister, 21-year-old Nadia, left home 3 years ago, but wants her mum to start sorting out the hoard for Jasmine's sake.
I really don't know how you can live like this.
I'm going to sort it eventually.
When's eventually, though?
I don't know.
It's extremely frustrating for children of hoarders. They don't understand the condition. They think it's just mess and it just needs cleaning up, but actually it's a mental health disorder. And it's very difficult for our child to accept that.
With the hoard taking over every room in the house, Yvonne can no longer ignore it.
I'm just ashamed to bring people in. And I'd love my 9-year-old daughter to be able to bring her friends over the way my other children used to do, just to generally not be ashamed of opening the door to somebody.
For the sake of her youngest daughter, Yvonne knows she needs to confront her hoard. So she's come to Birmingham to seek help from Stelios.
I'm looking forward to meeting Stelios and hoping that this person can help change the way I think about my hoarding, my clutter, and my way of life in general.
Whatever we're going to do with Yvonne will have a knock-on effect on the well-being of her children. So it'll be interesting to see what's underneath all the emotional and the physical clutter in Yvonne's life.
Most of the stuff in my house relates to my children. I've got toys and toys and toys from all my children.
From all your children?
There was always this clinging to the toys and things because I wanted another baby. And I know it's not going to happen anymore, but it doesn't stop me holding on to them.
When we hold on to things, it's because it gives us a sense of identity. It tells me who I am. Can you relate to that?
The more depressed I am, the worse my hoarding is, so there's a definite correlation.
So let's look at the worst time in your life when you were depressed and how that affected your environment, you know, the hoard.
Probably when my mum died 6 years ago. She meant so much to me.
What's your support? What's your great
She was
support?
everything. She was my best friend as well as my mum, yeah. And she just seemed to be there throughout everything. But then when I split up with my last partner, that's when things totally went. I just couldn't throw anything away then, and I couldn't, like I say, everything that belongs to all my happy times I want to keep.
The fact that Yvonne cried is a very positive sign. I don't think it's just about preserving her children. I think it's also about to do with her own youth and her own childhood. She's living in the past, not in the present. I encourage people to live in the here and now. Reality hurts, but through pain, we can grow.
I realised that most of my belongings that I'm hanging on to are actually reminding me of happy times in the past. And I've got to accept that if I get rid of those, the memories will still be there in my head, but at least I'll be able to lead a more normal life and my family will be able to have a nice, comfortable home.
Three weeks into Helen's treatment, and Stelios wants her to continue to clear the hoard, but this time in short bursts to prevent her from becoming overwhelmed.
He told me to do 10 minutes a day, and I've got no argument with that.
But even with this, Helen is struggling to keep up the momentum.
Haven't got much energy, motivation, a bit low. 10 minutes up yet?
Arriving home from college, Jack has his own plans for the evening.
Up you go. I've only got 2 seconds.
I'm doing my room. I'm not doing the living room anymore. I'm doing
Ow,
my room.
my toe.
That's the plan. I'm doing my room.
Yeah, but Stelios hasn't given you anything to do yet.
Oh, so that means I can't do my room?
No, I'm just
If
saying.
Stelios doesn't tell me to do it, then I'm not allowed.
We haven't started in bedrooms yet.
Well, I can make a start then.
No.
Why no?
Oh, just do what you like. I'm fed up now. I've done my 10 minutes.
Mum? Mum?
George.
Why are you not listening?
Oh, look.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello? Ah! I felt angry because I've wanted to get a start on this bedroom for a while, so now seems as good a time as any to get going. And I don't think I should have to wait for Stelios to tell me to do it, because I'm pretty independent anyways.
As they reach the halfway mark in their treatment, Helen and Jack are poles apart in their enthusiasm for change. Helen and Jack have had 4 weeks of extensive treatment with psychotherapist Stelios Kiosses and his team of experts.
And try and make your breathing as rhythmical as we can.
I'm setting you some homework to actually help you to change your mind.
Right.
To help you to feel that you're really here. You're not in the past and you're not in the future. You're here now.
Now Helen and Jack are becoming more mentally aware of their hoard.
How have you found today's session?
It's been brilliant. It feels like you're actually listening to me.
For the first time ever, Jack wants to totally clear out his room, unable to block out the stale litter he's been living in.
There's a fucking smell coming from that.
He's keen to deal with the mountain of cigarette ends his mum left behind when she swapped rooms with him 2 years ago.
Don't know if you can see that, but it says Rise and Shine on it.
Spurred on, Jack's next focus is to tidy under his bed.
Jeez. There's a little bit under there, just a bit.
Over the following days, he manages to shift 40 bags of rubbish from his bedroom.
Mysteries to uncover. Fucking hell. It's been nearly 11 years since I've seen the carpet that clear. It's so clear. It's so clear.
The years of litter have not just prevented Helen and Jack from functioning in the flat, they've also served to hide the past.
Found this. It's my dad's old briefcase. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen Mum that happy. Well, of course she was. She was marrying the person she loved.
This is the first time that Jack's ever seen these photos.
She looks beautiful. I can't believe that these photos, these amazing photos, they're there under the rubbish. And I was standing on them and it feels so disrespectful. Makes me feel quite sad. It's sort of a snapshot into my dad's life, who I didn't really know that well. Well, I would like to have met him. I would have liked to have met him as I am now.
Nadia, I'll get some boxes to do these videos. 3 boxes, do you think? 3.
In Blackburn, Yvonne has also been set a task by Stelios to tidy one item each day.
If it gets too much, I'll just have to start, won't I?
And with daughter Nadia's help, they've decided to tackle videos.
Right, Dennis Jimenez and Bino.
Are you going to check in?
Stelios has shown her that letting go of her hoard doesn't mean that she has to let go of past memories.
Top Gun. Got Tom Cruise in there.
You could probably get it on DVD for like £1 more.
It's all right. I'll let that go. Oh, Sam used to love this one. Please stop. Do you remember he used to be mad on Jeremy Clarkson and stuff like that?
But he's not going to watch it now, is he?
No, he's told me.
And the girls aren't going to watch it either.
Oh, Jazz might like it.
Mum, is she really going to watch it?
OK. She can watch it on telly.
There's things like that that are always on telly anyway.
No.
Come on, let's take this out.
Open my door, please.
How do you feel, Mum?
I'm OK. I can feel my heart going really fast. And I feel like I'm... Do I look like I'm shaking?
I do like you shaking a bit.
I feel like I'm shaking.
Not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm smiling. I must be doing a good thing, yeah. Bye-bye, the babes. Bye-bye, Budgie the helicopter.
Is this the last one, yeah?
This is Mac and Mate, last one, yeah.
All gone? How do you feel?
I feel quite good, actually.
With only a week to go before Stelios implements the final bit of his plan for Helen and Jack, sending in declutter cleaners, he is meeting them at a country house, close to their home, but away from their hoard.
One of the things I want to do this morning is to have them both together, really, and just sense what they feel they have achieved so far, so that they can start thinking about, you know, how they can move their relationship forward. We've got a week to go, so I just wanted to know how you both feel you've done so far.
Learning to see it.
Learning to see it, okay.
Actually being able to...
Realise it.
Yeah, look at it. Because a couple of weeks ago, I just tuned it out. But every time I walk into the house now, I can see it. And that motivates me to get rid of it.
And what about you, Helen? Has there been any changes in you?
No, not really.
Have you not, like, been able to, you know, have you not got anything from this?
Not at the moment. No, well, you want me to be truthful?
Do you think that once we've got the house tidy?
It's all might when... I don't know when it's going to happen.
I know, but once we do have it, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to keep it tidy?
Excuse me, how old are you?
18.
Are you going to be able to keep it tidy?
Yes.
Not just me who lives there, dear.
I know that.
Yes, and it's got to come from you as well.
Why are you getting snappy at me?
I'm not getting snappy. You're sitting there and saying, are you going to be able to keep it tidy?
Well, I know I am. I know I'm motivated
good.
enough to do it.
Good.
I'm asking if you are.
Not at the moment, because it's not tidy yet.
So what's the point, then?
Well, we'll wait and see. You can't jump ahead too quick.
Yeah, but we got to look to the future. We can't just sit here and be in the now.
At the bottom of each hoarder's mind is the fear of change. But the hoard gives them a sense of stability. There's a lot of uncertainty about the future, and that created a lot of anxiety, I think, today for Helen. A lot of fear about where she's going and what's going to happen.
Despite Helen's concerns, Stelios believes that the key to motivating her is to stick to his plan and send in his declutterers. But she's not convinced.
I'm scared. I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. I can't even think or imagine it being tidy again. This is my last chance, and so, yeah, I'm scared that it's not all going to come together.
A new day, and Stelios has sent in declutter cleaners to give Helen the courage to face up to her hoard and rid her flat of litter in just 4 days.
I think we're all feeling quite apprehensive for Helen. We're all positive about going in and doing the job, getting the job done, keeping Helen focused.
She's inviting us into her home, and actually we're not there to judge. It doesn't really matter to us what's there. We're just there to support her and help her in any way we can.
Good morning.
Hello, Helen.
Hi.
How are you?
All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you looking...
Nervous.
You're a bit nervous, darling?
Yes, dears.
It's going to be fine.
Is it?
It's going to be
That's what you think.
absolutely fine.
Good. As long as you've been in worse than this, dear, you'll be all right.
Every day. Don't think that you're different.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, honestly, I'm
You haven't
telling you.
seen it yet.
Honestly, Helen, it's going to
Okay.
be fine. Are you ready for us to come in?
Yeah.
Have a look? Yeah?
Okay.
Lead on then. We'll go through. Right.
Well, this is a big room, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this your main living room?
It is.
It is, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you always have the curtains drawn?
Oh, 6 years. I can't open them.
Oh, we've got to get some light and energy in here, haven't we? Make it brighter for you.
So by the time we
Yeah?
finish, Helen, we're going to have them curtains open.
Are you?
And how do you feel about getting psyched up to do it with us?
Well, I'll try.
Yeah?
Here you go, ladies.
This is the kitchen.
So it'd be nice to get this kitchen back and working then for you,
Well,
wouldn't it?
Can you see this tidy?
Yes.
Blimey.
With the arrival of a skip,
Ready?
Let's go.
the first job is to clear the bags of rubbish from the front garden.
Why couldn't they put the skip there?
Yeah. Well done, Helen.
With the declutterer's expertise, Helen's soon seeing off the first load,
Good job.
Hi, rubbish.
with many more to follow.
Good riddance. No emotion at the moment. Glad it's gone.
Back from college, and Jack's already seeing the benefits of getting the experts in.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God, there's no stuff.
Hi, Jack.
Hello. Was all this under the double bed?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
How big is this room now?
Huge. I have to get this stuff out of here.
Plenty of black sacks.
Brilliant.
Ready to go. All right, all gone.
It feels bigger. The room feels much bigger. Didn't feel that big with the bed in here. It's a really brilliant step to a much brighter future.
Feeling inspired, Jack gets to work. Putting her anxiety aside, Helen's found a novel approach to dealing with the rubbish.
It's like someone's put fuel in her. I haven't seen my mum this upbeat and motivated for a long time. It's like I'm seeing Mum now as she was in those pictures when she was happy.
No, a black bag, please.
So, we'll start here, shall we?
In Blackburn, Yvonne's decided to reclaim her living room with the help of her daughter Nadia.
The big box,
Put
yeah?
them in the big box, yeah.
She's determined to clear her hoard to make a better home for her younger daughter Jasmine. But it's not proving easy.
Now, I was going to throw this the other week, but Gail said keep it, so do I keep it a bit longer?
Shop it.
I'll leave it here till they come home, that
No,
one.
because realistically, they never play with it. It's not doing anything.
I know they
It's still
don't.
in good condition. Some other
It
kids can
is.
enjoy that.
Go on then, put it in there.
And some items are proving harder to part with than others.
Mum,
I know, don't argue, sorry.
I'm not arguing, Mum.
I've been in a lot.
You're not binning anything. You've got one bag there. Look at all the stuff you're keeping.
Yeah, but it fits. There isn't real reason for everything. It's just a feeling that certain items must mean more to me than others, you know.
Jasmine comes back from school to discover the beginning of her home's transformation.
Can you believe all that were full of clothes down there? Can you believe that? And now you can see what games you've got easier, can't you?
What do you think to Mum, Donald? Are you surprised by it, or do you think if somebody said to you 6 months ago, your Mum's going to come and get rid of all this stuff, would you believe him or not? No, you wouldn't believe him.
Yeah, stand on it. Go on. Good bounce about.
I think over there needs squashing a bit more. Give it a jump. You're just not heavy enough. You're too skinny.
Mummy better get on it. She'll squash it.
Right, put it in that bag then, with them.
Back in Somerset and energised by the cleaners, Helen's out shopping for new blinds, whilst the decluttering is beginning to show results.
There's actually quite a good carpet underneath here. And all this bag ash just layered on top.
Returning home, Helen's in for a little surprise.
Oh my God, they've opened the curtains and they're cleaning my windows. Cooey ladies!
Hello!
All right?
Yeah, you?
Yes, lovely, thanks.
And there's more surprises in store.
Oh my God!
Yes, it is!
Oh, oh my God, I need to read it. I need to read his story.
Hidden deep in a cupboard is something Jack's never seen.
Barry's tragic diary left to his son.
In 1996, a magazine article was published about Jack's father, Barry, just a few months after he'd died of cancer.
Oh, look at you!
Where?
You look beautiful.
Oh, do I?
Yes! Bouncing baby son Jack, weighing 9 pounds 14 ounces.
Told you.
Is that his nickname for me then, Chippy?
Yeah.
Chip off the old block. He wanted to go for a drink with me.
Oh, I'm glad we found that.
The article is an exciting discovery for Jack.
Hey, girls.
You all right, Jack?
Yeah?
What you got there?
Hi, Jack.
This is a chat magazine that my dad was in.
Show what for?
It was because he had an illness and, well, you can read it.
It's an article about Jack's dad, and the reason he wanted to be in a magazine, I can't say anymore.
What?
Because the tears have come, dear.
Clearing the rubbish has exposed Helen to painful past memories. But the article revealed Jack's father wrote a diary for him, and Jack's determined to find it. Clinging to past memories, Yvonne has spent years hoarding her children's toys. With Stelios' help, she's finally beginning to get rid of them.
It's about pushing the hoarding perception a little bit to the side and bring Yvonne out to start seeing the world in terms of what it is really, not how the hoarders made her see things.
For my family, I do feel I've got to do it now. I've started it and I've got to get on with it and do it, yeah. I do feel like, you know, that's the only way forward, really. Old van's here.
Is this rubbish what we've both got, yeah?
Yeah, these are rubbish, aren't they, yeah? Plenty of room.
After an intense few hours of decluttering, the van leaves for the local dump.
I don't feel upset. I feel ashamed that it sort of sat in my house for so long. But yeah, I'm glad it's going now, yeah.
Over the years, Yvonne's living room had become impossible for her and her children to function in. She'd spent so long holding on to items from the past that she'd been unable to look ahead to the future. With Stelios' help, Yvonne has made a start to declutter her home, and in the process has given her youngest daughter the space she's longed for.
Oh, you're right, Princess. It's really good that she can do this though now, isn't it?
I think yesterday we couldn't even sit here.
No, I haven't seen this for years.
I think in the last few days, I think you've really achieved a lot. And this is only the start.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe clearing away the hoard is clearing away everything that's blocking me from seeing going forward. It feels a relief that I've done a bit of it, and I think, well, I've got this bit done, I'm capable, I can do more, I can get on with it, I can do it.
I think you've done brilliant.
Good,
well done.
Good, thank you.
Helen and Jack's flat is also starting to return to its original state, with the help of cleaners sent in as the final part of Stelios' plan. And the clearing has revealed a precious find for Jack in the back of his cupboard.
Oh my God! This is my dad's diary that he left to me. A short history of my life, Barry Philip Ellis.
Before he died, Jack's father, Barry, wanted to leave a journal of his life for his son to remember him by, including the day of Jack's birth.
It was the greatest moment of my life, but I'm celebrating the birth at the same time as asking myself, how old will the baby be when I die? Or will the child even know who I am? Will he know I was his father? Will I still be around even a few months from now? I must say the signs from the doctors are not very encouraging. I just want to live and enjoy bringing up my son. It's really amazing to be able to hear about my own birth from my dad. I do feel a bit upset that I haven't read it until now. And I think he wanted me to know him. And that the only way he felt he could do that was to write this for me.
After 4 days of hard work and 5 skips filled with rubbish, the decluttering is finally over.
I hate goodbyes.
It's time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'd like to say thank you to all of you for the wonderful job that you've done, and say thank you for decluttering my home. I am very grateful.
Okay.
It's been lovely meeting you both, you and Jack, and I hope that you really feel that we've got what you wanted done.
Oh, definitely.
And I hope that it really helps you move on, and it's been wonderful meeting you and our little breaks that we've had together, darling.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you, Jack.
Thank you.
Take
Bye,
care.
Helen.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you just take care of yourself. Okay?
Thank you.
And enjoy your new
I can't
home.
thank you enough.
Enjoy.
I'm
your
so
new
glad you
home.
came.
Bye.
Thanks, girls.
Bye.
Bye.
I really don't know how she stayed so focused and motivated. The only way I can read that is that she really wanted it badly.
I think for Jack, he can now start to become a normal 18-year-old teenager with his own space and his own room, which would be absolutely great.
By confronting painful memories, Helen and Jack are now ready to start looking to a future free of clutter.
Well, I'm happy that we found a lot of Dad's old stuff.
Yes, it's quite hard for me to go through these things because I had looked at them before they became hidden in the clutter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was quite difficult. But I think it's more difficult for you because you don't remember him and you don't remember any of the stuff that had been left.
Now I've got his diary, I feel that I can get to know him in some way. And I'm really happy about that. That really is positive for me.
Yeah, it's very positive.
After 6 weeks of Hoarder therapy, Stelios is about to see what sort of impact his treatment has had on Helen and Jack.
There's a slight anxiety in terms of what I'm going to find inside, but first impressions from outside are quite remarkable, really. The windows are clean. So it's a positive sign that something has changed for the better. Hello.
Hi.
I'm back.
I know.
Okay. Come now,
Wipe your feet.
Yes, yes. Wow. I can see the floor.
What do you reckon?
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. All right?
Yes, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, how big is this room? It just looks huge. You've got new chairs as well, wow. I just can't believe how...
We're cooking at the moment as well.
Yes, I can smell really nice food.
I know.
Wow. It just looks amazing. feels warm, absolutely fantastic.
It's my domain.
Wow! Well done, this is good. A desk.
I won't have to stay at college extra hours or go at the library to work because I'll be able to do it in my own space where I feel relaxed and secure.
Oh, Jack, I can't tell you how happy I am for you, really. It's a new beginning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. You can actually go in now and it smells nice. Tidier, cleaner, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. OK, well done.
Thanks.
Thank you, Hank. There you go. Well done. Helen, well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Stelios.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Take care
you
of
smell nice.
Just 6 weeks ago, the flat was drowning in 8 years' worth of clutter. Helen and Jack were suffocating in layer upon layer of hoarded litter. But with Stelios' support and guidance, they now have a new home and can begin to move on in their lives.
Well, this is what makes my job worthwhile. Seeing two individuals, mother and son, finding themselves again, really. Well done to them, and I'm extremely happy.
Right, how many roasters?
I'll have 6 at the moment because they're quite small, maybe 7.
For the first time in 5 years, Helen and Jack are sitting down to a home-cooked meal.
It's lush. I finally feel that not just the house, my life is clean now. I can have a fresh new start.
Somerset, Jack. We've now decluttered the house, and that's the physical side. There's still the fear that it could happen again, but I really do not see that happening.
I'm getting my house back. I'm getting my life back. I suppose, in a way, I'm getting my mum back. It's fantastic.